All right, you
Do
ready?
I look pretty?
Are you ready? Yeah, you look great. The camera's making you look great too. Are we ready to do this?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Woo.
Welcome everybody to Bad Potato Salad, the show where Mike and I accost random strangers on the internet. Yes, we do. We take their opinions and we make them our own, and then we accost them for having those opinions. And if you're unfamiliar with the show, or if you're familiar with the show, and you haven't rated, reviewed, subscribed anywhere podcasts are available yet, you should do that right now. If you're not familiar with the show, basically, here's how it works. Our beautiful wives, Kendyll and Alana. Kendyll and Alana, say hi.
Ciao.
Hi.
No, Alana's doing this Duolingo thing, and it's
Hola.
really pissing
I'm
me off.
learning.
Duolingo.
Yeah,
Italian.
she's
You
real
are?
big into it right now.
She's like, whoops, did I slip up? Did I speak Italian again?
Hola, me llamo Kendyll.
So what happens is our wives will read everything in English tonight. Read us
Damn.
2 stories that they find across Reddit, and Mike and I determine who is in fact the asshole.
Yeah.
Here's Michael.
Ciao.
Has been called an asshole at least
Yeah.
once in his life.
Yeah.
Certified.
Today.
Yeah.
Today?
Kendall-
Really?
Yeah.
Did it happen today?
Yeah, I think you did today. No, last night you did. Kendall was she was very mean last night.
Okay, we're not going to get into that. I was not mean.
She's all smiles today because I fed her a bunch of tequila before the show started. So here we
Yay.
are. And again, if you're just joining us, rate, review, subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. Kendyll, we'll jump right into it. Kick us off with 2 amazing stories.
Ooh, okay. Number 1 option. Am I the asshole for taking my clothes off at the Cheesecake Factory?
Nope.
Do we need a second
Yeah.
option?
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, I can read
No,
it.
It's
go
a
ahead.
different chain that they're taking their clothes off at.
Am I the asshole for getting naked at an Applebee's?
Yeah.
Or am I the asshole for having a conversation with my boyfriend's friend about why I go braless?
And you thought, I mean, I give you a lot of credit for putting boobs in there to make us sway our decision a little bit, but you didn't think we wanted to see nipples out at the Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Could be
Yeah,
a guy.
done.
Is it a guy?
Oh.
it
That's
could
less
be.
hot.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not.
It is.
It is infinitely less hot, but we
It's a
want to hear about
male.
this nipples out the Cheesecake
Okay.
Factory.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I the asshole for taking my clothes off at the Cheesecake Factory?
Not the asshole. I'm going to say, I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm going to say no. not
Depends
the
what kind of
asshole.
cheesecake was
Yeah.
on special that night. I mean, a good New York cheesecake makes me feel a certain way. I can't help
I
that.
should have brought cheesecake. Okay. So me, 23 female, and my boyfriend, 24 male, we're celebrating our 1-year anniversary and went out to dinner to celebrate. My boyfriend planned it as he knows how much I love the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
We all know how
Yeah.
much you love the Cheesecake Factory.
Everybody found out in cheesecake that night how much you love the cheesecake.
Wait, there's a second line. I really love
Yeah.
their cheesecake, and this becomes important later. Well, everything was going fine, and we were having a good time until an elderly man at the next table
Okay.
scooted.
He's like, I haven't seen titties
Yeah.
since Vietnam.
Yeah.
You all already think this is a porno.
And to be fair, if this it's a great setup.
Saw this thumbnail. I didn't
We
click
might have to make
on
it into one.
Step bro, I'm stuck in the cheesecake.
All right, everything was going fine, and we were having a good time until an elderly man at the next table scooted his chair out as our server was approaching, causing him to stumble and spill hot coffee on me down my back.
As you do.
Yeah. It's gonna
It
happen.
was obviously burning and startled me, so I instinctively screamed and pulled my shirt up. I'm pretty small chested, so I don't typically wear a bra, and obviously I wasn't thinking about that when something hot was running down my back, burning me.
I bet you weren't. Kendyll, how many sexual innuendos can you make right
Okay,
now
when-
without
Yeah.
us getting,
When I read
immature?
this the first time, they didn't pop out at me, but now that we've had tequila,
The
I'm like,
titties.
oh, this is...
Well, now that you have guys in the room,
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point. Alana
Yeah.
and I are just like, no, this is
we're
a totally
just
normal
people
story.
reading a
Oh,
story.
aren't you?
We're at cheesecake every single day waiting for titties to come out. And now they came out. And we went,
Mike's been a Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah.
a few times, just waiting for.
Didn't I say to you a couple weeks ago that we should go to the Cheesecake Factory soon?
I agree now.
'Cause I haven't
now
been since
I didn't know this was
like
happening there.
college.
yeah.
Since college, oh, we're going next week.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Anyway, so the hot coffee was burning me. So I basically flashed all of those at the tables around us. Yes, I was embarrassed, but at the same time, it's just boobs. I pulled my shirt back down right after realizing what happened, but it was up for about 15 seconds.
Oh,
No, that's not just after you
Yeah.
realize what happened.
yeah, that's a long.
That's a long
Yeah,
time.
Cheesecake
Yeah.
Gone Wild
Tits
is what
out.
that is.
Cheesecake
Yeah,
Factory.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like when you get changed at home, your tits aren't out 15,
15
seconds.
seconds, right? Yeah.
I
Long time.
agree.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually complaining about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no.
half a Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
That's it.
crying already. Okay. The server apologized over and over, but it wasn't their fault. It was all just an accident.
He's
anyway,
just wiping her tits.
I'm
It's in
so
my
sorry.
back. Yeah. Let me get all that.
he's dabbing.
Yeah.
You
That's why
want
it
to
was.
Oh my God.
you want to dab at it when it's coffee
Yeah.
and it's hot, just to
Yeah.
make sure it doesn't bleed. I'm literally crying. Okay. Well, anyway, after this, my boyfriend wanted to leave, like immediately leave. He said that I was being overdramatic for the way that I reacted in the situation.
Took me 3 dates to the Cheesecake Factory to see your titties. That old man got to see him on the first go.
Yeah. Why was the old? Oh, what did the old guy
He-
do?
The
Push
old
his
guy
seat back.
scooched his chair
yeah.
and hit the waiter,
Oh,
which
okay.
spilled the coffee.
Gotcha.
It's like a mousetrap. Okay, he said he said I was being over dramatic, but it did startle me really badly and it did burn. He told me that I had to put on a show for everyone in the restaurant, especially since I screamed when it happened and that we needed to leave.
Oh my God.
I told him it's not that big of a deal and that I really wanted to stay to get cheesecake because it's my favorite. I eventually even offered to try to get some to go, and he was dead set that we needed to leave and didn't understand why I wasn't mortified. We ended up staying for the rest of the date. He kept saying that the men at the tables near us were staring at me and probably thinking about me inappropriately. But I said it wasn't my problem if they were being gross.
She was also eating her cheesecake like this. Just
Her shirt's still off.
how long is 15 seconds?
To be fair, those guys probably would have been thinking that anyway.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Cheesecake or
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
tits out or not.
Shit. Tits out or
Cheesecake
not.
When we got in the car, he told me that I ruined our anniversary for making him sit through that, and we should have just left, and that he can't believe that I would choose a piece of cheesecake over his comfortability. We argued in the car the whole way home about it, and now we haven't spoken at all today. Am I the asshole?
Wow. That girl had a 10-second exchange where she got burnt by coffee,
Right.
inadvertently showed her tits, and her boyfriend got mad at her, all like in a split second. Like her anniversary was
Yeah.
ruined. All
Apparently,
like,
it was 15 seconds.
Yeah, it was 15 seconds. And I want to know, did they get their meal comped?
I would.
Probably
Oh.
got their meal. They're like, we're staying for the free.
For
it's free
sure.
cheesecake.
Yeah.
I love this
Yeah, you
cheesecake.
probably
We're
have to
absolutely
get
staying.
your-
Honestly, hypothetically, had that happened to me, I would
Your
have
tits
wanted.
would still be out right now.
Wait, I would have wanted to leave.
They would have been out before.
Except
In your defense, they would have already been out.
Preemptively.
I love showing them.
She
what
loves cheesecake.
She loves cheesecake.
But I would have wanted to leave. But if they were like, "Oh, everything's free," I'd have been like, "Oh, buckle in.
Oh,
We're gonna order
oh,
everything."
Do you want to see my vagina? Yeah. How about another entree?
Do we get shares in the restaurant for that?
You just laughed so hard that your nostril like flared up to your eyeball, and I just saw like the inside of your brain.
He said, "Do you want to see my vagina?"
Yeah, they throw something free our way. Baby, you take that off. Yeah,
my
they had
God.
to have comped everything.
I'm
for her.
crying.
That's
Okay,
a lawsuit.
so am I.
Oh my
One
God.
thing I can add from what I learned in the comments, just to put this out there, is that people are saying absolutely when you get burned with something that hot, you have to take off your clothes because it'll like melt.
It'll keep
into
burning.
your
Yeah,
skin and
yeah,
keep burning.
yeah.
So she wasn't wrong.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
she was definitely not wrong. Yeah, there's nothing wrong about what she did.
I wish this would have happened at Outback Steakhouse because there's no rules, just right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel bad for her because she got hurt,
Yeah.
and then the boyfriend wasn't sympathetic, got mad at her for her reaction.
Right.
In the moment, I could see him being like, "Hey, put your shirt down," but
Yeah.
like being mad at her, for
Right,
the way
right.
she
Yeah.
reacted,
Right. Or maybe just be like, before we go out, be like, do you have a bra on? You know, like I think
Just
it's
in
could have
case.
all been solved by that. Not the asshole. I
Not
mean,
the
she didn't do it on
No.
purpose. It's not like she did it on purpose. By the way, top 3 greatest stories we've ever read on
Yeah.
the show, if I'm being honest.
And we're going to
just 'cause-
Cheesecake next.
And we're going to cheesecake. We should film at the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh my god, do you think they'd let us?
Why not?
Probably not. Well, because Alana's gonna take her shirt off.
Yeah. I'll have the penne vodka, and I'll have some coffee dumped on their back. You could dump coffee on both of them.
Dumped on
I'm
the
gonna say not
back.
the asshole. What do you guys
No,
think?
not the
No,
asshole.
the asshole.
definitely
But
not.
also, I would be embarrassed.
You would be
and
embarrassed,
I
right.
would want to leave because I'd be like, oh my god, I just.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Me too, for sure. But if then they were like, everything's calmed, then I'm
Right.
staying.
You would have stayed, Alana.
I would
Because
have
I'm-
said, can I please have a cheesecake to go?
Right. No, but if everything's comped and you
Everything,
haven't even gotten your meal yet.
I'm cheaper than I am embarrassed.
Sure. Yeah. Great point. Great point.
Yeah,
In
I'd
this
have to be-
economy.
I guess I'd have to be in this situation.
Okay.
be in the
We're
mood.
gonna go to Cheesecake. We're gonna go to Cheesecake Factory next week.
I'm gonna walk in and dump coffee on Alana for you just to see what happens.
No.
Not the asshole.
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 And get a new boyfriend. Okay.
And a bra.
And a bra. Okay, our next two options.
Oh, that was a
are-
great story, by the way. Great start.
Yeah.
Great start. We took a week off because we were all like doing shit, and like to come back to that story made it worth it.
I almost want to say every one of these stories is pretty good, but that takes
Love that.
That takes the
That
cheesecake.
takes the cheesecake. Hey, let's go. Kendall's funny now.
TikTok.
What happened?
Derrick and I have the exact same sense of humor most of the time, I think.
That's shitty
is
for
the
you.
problem.
That's
I know.
so bad for
I'm
you.
so embarrassed. Okay, here's our next two options. Number one, would I be the asshole if I told my wife her car maintenance was her responsibility moving forward? Or, oh wait, I need to find it. Sorry.
Like in Not the Mechanics.
yeah.
No
Honey,
longer taking
if
that to
you
the
don't
shop.
know how to change your oil, I can't help you.
Wait, guys, I'm sorry. 3 times today, everything I saved is gone.
Oh no.
Wait, I'm really sorry.
Let me pause this real quick.
You got it.
All right, and we're back after that technical difficulty. You didn't see anything. We took us a couple minutes here. We're changing 2 news stories. So we got 2 news stories coming up after the cheesecake story.
Okay, here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my mom to never touch my stuff again after she lost my Louis Vuitton bag?
Oh, mom's about to get stabbed.
Yeah.
Mom's about to get stabbed. Or would I be the asshole if I refused to return a Taylor Swift ticket that StubHub is demanding back from my coworker?
I mean,
We gotta read that
we
one.
have to do.
Take.
Yeah, there's a rule in
make
this
this
house
right.
where if Taylor Swift is brought up, you can't avoid the subject.
And refresh my memory. She's a singer, right?
Canadian, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Canadian,
She's
I
a
think.
folk singer.
Folk.
In the folk
singer.
genre.
Yeah,
Yes,
she
she
used to
is.
open for Noah Khan.
Okay. I know who you're
Yeah.
talking.
Okay. Would I be the asshole?
Hold
if I-
on.
Oh.
We're going to preference this by saying those 2 and those 2 chairs right over there, the biggest Swifties in the entire world.
The
Kendall,
biggest.
Kendall's, she doesn't have a retirement anymore. And
No.
if I didn't have control of my wife's bank account, or
Yeah.
we didn't have joint bank accounts, you would also not have a retirement anymore.
We would have been in London. We would have been everywhere.
I hate that we weren't in London.
Let's go to Toronto.
See, you're wearing a Taylor Swift cardigan. Is that something Taylor Swift
No,
related?
I'm wearing an Arbonne.
Okay.
sweatshirt.
All right. This is the first
Normally.
episode.
This
This is
is-
the
yeah.
first
That
episode.
was- yeah.
Normally.
Do
Let's
it,
go,
Lon.
Tay Tay.
All right. What if? Would I be the asshole if I refused to return a Taylor Swift ticket that StubHub is demanding back from my coworker? My female 27 coworker Emily, female 27, so I don't know why she put that twice, sold me a Taylor Swift Eras Tour ticket last November for one of her shows later this year for $700. Expensive, yes.
Worth it.
But the
Yeah, that's not
seat-
that expensive. $700 is not that
Ah,
expensive for a Swift
totally
concert.
doable.
Compared to what we pay.
Right.
But the seats are fantastic. Just at the end of the catwalk, 7 rows back.
Wow.
Yeah, you would pay $700 for that for sure.
100%. I would
Yeah.
pay
Tonight.
4 times that.
Yeah, for sure.
In a
You'd take your tits out of Cheesecake
I was just
Factory.
gonna say that.
I would.
I would.
Yeah.
I certainly would. I've been a huge Taylor Swift fan for a very long time. And I felt like I hit the jackpot when she told me my ticket when she sold me my ticket because I know how disgustingly overpriced tickets are currently reselling for, especially for the North America shows.
Mm-hmm.
Before Emily sold me the ticket, she had it up for sale on StubHub for $2,700,
Whoa.
but nobody bought it. I knew
Which is
this-
shocking.
Which is shocking.
Yeah, I mean, eventually I'm sure it probably
Eventually.
sells. But
Mhm.
I knew this when buying the ticket and assumed that once I bought the ticket, she would take it down.
Oh.
I was wondering why StubHub was asking for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
A few weeks ago when I saw her in the office, she told me that she had forgotten to take the ticket off of StubHub
Whoops.
when I bought it, and someone else bought it earlier that week.
Oh.
I didn't think too much of it because I figured that she'd have to contact StubHub to explain that she didn't have the ticket anymore, and that would be that. Today I got a DM from Emily telling me that I need to send the ticket back to her.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell Emily you need
Yeah.
to send me $2,700.
Exactly.
I'd be devastated. Apparently, StubHub has a policy where if someone sells a ticket they don't have, they're on the hook to pay for a similar replacement ticket
sure.
for the
That makes
buyer at an equal or greater amount than the price it originally sold for.
Yikes.
Makes
Dang.
sense. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
This means that she would likely have to pay $2,700 or more to StubHub for her mistake.
Damn.
She was apologetic, but I am devastated. I've grown up listening to Taylor, and I'm such a huge fan. Going to this concert truly meant so much to me, and I can't afford to see her anywhere else other than in my city. So I am so, so sad.
How does it say how close to the concert this happened?
No, it's an older post, so I'm not sure.
It says last November.
So we don't know, like if it was like a week before the concert.
It says Somia airs tour ticket last November for one of her shows later this year.
Okay.
Okay. So she has time.
This was 88 days ago, though.
Well,
Yeah.
What's interesting is like some of the comments are like, some people were like, no, StubHub doesn't make you do that exactly. And then some were like, actually, they make you pay like partial. So it's interesting because it's like,
Is that the end of the story though?
There's no paragraph.
Okay.
oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
I just want to get all the information before I pass judgment.
Yeah, I totally get
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't answered Emily's message yet. She has offered to give me half of the sale profit for sending her the ticket back so I can maybe find another ticket. That's nice. Lauren.
That's nice. Yeah.
But here is where I may be the asshole. I want to ask her for all of the profit.
For sure.
So I can at least have a fighting chance at a nosebleed seat or something. I don't think it's right for her to fuck up the way that she has and still make a profit. So Reddit,
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Because even if she gives her half the profit,
Yeah.
you've already sold the ticket to her. She bought it for $700. Now you're
Oh,
trying to
that's a
split the
good
profit with
point.
her, and like you're still gonna make money off your screw up, and I don't have a ticket.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
not.
wait, so each ticket was $2,700?
She only got one ticket. It's
She
not
only
like it was
got one
one ticket. $700.
Why did she give her the ticket?
Because she paid her $700. She's like, "Hey, you're my friend. Do you want to buy this for $700?" If not, but she had it up on StubHub for sale for $2,700.
Oh, just to sell that one
Right,
ticket.
right,
Oh,
That
okay.
same
right.
ticket,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
And
just
then-
assumed
and
it was
then-
the pair.
No, and
No.
then the
Gotcha.
ticket sold for $2,700,
Okay.
but she'd already sold it to her for $700.
Gotcha.
So would I be the asshole for saying that the only way I'm sending it back is if I get the full profit from the sale?
No, because
No, 'cause
like
you're-
yeah, this
it's your
is
ticket now.
yeah, that's
You
exactly
bought
right.
the ticket.
Yeah,
She sold your ticket essentially.
exactly.
That's a good point.
And this is the thing, like it was not your like if someone sells something on eBay on Facebook Marketplace, it's not your job to be like, you know, like if they listed both places and it sells on Facebook
Right.
Marketplace, not eBay, it's not your place to be like, oh, you need to send it back. Like you sold me a ticket.
Yeah.
You
Right.
screwed up.
Yeah.
And you didn't pull the ticket off StubHub or Ticketmaster. That's on you. And if I were her, just to spite this lady, because it's a great seat, I would sell it for $3,500 and buy a cheaper seat somewhere else in the arena.
Yeah, because she wasn't gonna do it the other way if like that girl couldn't go
Right.
and say this was a concert that people didn't want the ticket for.
Right.
You
What
know,
a
and then she
mess.
wouldn't be like, "Well, I'll give you your money back." Like, no, she would have been stuck with
Yeah.
that ticket.
100%.
Totally.
She screwed up. She forgot to take
Everyone's
the ticket
saying,
down.
yeah, not the asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not at all.
No, 100% not.
No.
There's no way.
That gives me
There's no way she
anxiety.
can be the asshole.
Yeah.
Gives
Yeah.
me anxiety.
Gives you anxiety.
Yeah,
That's what Alana said.
Well, yeah, because something she was looking forward to.
For
too,
sure.
And then all of a sudden to get it ripped apart. And look, your friendship's probably ruined anyway now. Like,
Yeah.
you're both.
She works with her, so now she has to see her all the time.
Yeah, someone's gonna be mad one way or the other.
I mean, I think you just gotta at that point, like you screwed up, and if StubHub's gonna give you $2,700,
Yeah.
like okay, so now she made $3,400 off that ticket.
Yeah.
She sold it to $700 for this girl, and now $2,700 to this. So even if she has to.
Give the 700 back.
No,
Give
even
the
if,
full
no,
profit
even
of
if
the
she has to
ticket.
buy a ticket of equal value,
Yeah.
she's still gonna be up money
Right.
because she sold that one ticket for $3,400.
Yeah.
So, not the asshole.
Not the
No, no,
asshole
no.
at all.
Well, she wouldn't have sold it for 34 because she would have got the 700 back from the girl.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Once she gave the
Yeah,
ticket.
I guess that's true. I'm not. Yeah. Just fuck this lady. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Get a new. Hey, go see the concert. Get a new job. It'll be worth it. You'll be fine. It's your coworker.
Yeah, go see it. Yeah, give her the money. Give her the ticket back. Go see a Taylor Swift.
Priceless.
What did you go see?
Priceless.
Taylor Swift brunch you went to the other day.
Yeah, drag brunch.
Yeah, drag.
No, didn't go to drag brunch. I would, but I didn't. It was a sing Taylor Swift with an impersonator, and it was so
Where was
much
that at?
fucking fun. At
City
City
Winery,
Winery.
yeah.
Oh, you told me about a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
It was the best. All right, we ready for 2 more?
Yes.
Yeah, and $700 tickets.
Yeah. We got time for one more.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was pressure on. Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my wife hang her childhood blanket in our living room?
Oh, hang it! I don't like hanging blankets. That screams poverty.
Like a tent?
Like, I don't know. It's just blankets are not wall art.
I mean,
Like-
I agree with you. And
I didn't mean that like
I
in
know
a
what you
negative
meant,
way. Like
but
it looks trashy.
You
It
meant
looks
it in a
bad.
positive.
Yeah, no. Like it just looks
like-
bad. It
Positive
looks
way.
bad.
Like a drug den.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know
Like
that
a
I've seen
college dorm room is what it looks like.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know that I've seen a blanket hang on a wall.
Yeah, well.
tapestry, but like,
Oh yeah, I guess that.
but it's like her childhood blanket. Like I think it's like her
sentimental,
blankie.
right?
Blanky, yeah.
Okay.
She wants to
Or-
retire it like from the rafters.
Yeah. Like it's a Pistons
right.
jersey.
Like it's a Mario Lemieux.
Yeah.
Or am I the asshole for taking the middle seat on a Southwest plane?
So both. It's a good strategy, especially if you don't want people sitting left or right of you. You sit in the middle first,
Yeah.
and then they,
Oh, if you sit in the
yeah, and then
No, but people will take that.
no. But a lot of times they'll just skip the row because they're like, oh,
Yeah.
None of the plane's full.
I'm impartial here.
I don't know if you. Well, let's do Southwest one. Let's
You wanna
do.
do Southwest? Okay. Am I the asshole for taking the middle seat on Southwest? On my last 2 Southwest flights, I have been in a later boarding group C, and I am not going to walk all the way to the back of the plane to hopefully.
interesting.
Yeah, that's
get-
why I was going to say. There's no
Interesting.
way
All
that
right.
this
Yeah,
was.
that's good.
Because
That's
nobody would think you're the asshole for taking the middle seat.
Yeah,
Like
if
if
you
you
have
had
to.
if you had options.
Okay. I'm not going to walk the whole way to the back of the plane to hopefully get a window or aisle seat.
Sure.
So the last 2 flights, I chose to take the middle seat in the first 5 rows. Both times, the people sitting there have made a comment along the lines of, "It's not a full flight, you know," or "We might be the only row with 3 people sitting in it." My logic is, if you truly want to sit alone, why didn't you just walk all the way to the back of the plane to ensure that nobody would sit by you, or buy an
3
extra
tickets.
seat?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
one of
don't-
those ones where you're trying to save that middle seat. You're either like coughing
Yeah,
or you
yeah.
grab a phone. You're like, you're saying it's contagious?
Yeah.
I have a great story about that. And but anyway, he says, I don't know if that would be possible. I don't mind middle seats, and I don't want to be the last one off the plane. Am I the asshole?
No.
Not at
no.
all.
I'm a little confused. What is going on here?
So okay, so in Southwest, you have
Yeah.
to check in 24 hours before your flight.
Have you never
don't
been
have,
on a Southwest plane?
yeah, I have.
You
Okay.
don't have an assigned seat, but you have a boarding group.
Yeah.
A, B, or C. So A is the first one on the plane. They'll
Uh-huh.
always take the window or the aisle seats. B will fill in wherever A didn't take, and then C usually gets middle seats or like the back
Stuck
of the
with
plane.
whatever's
C
there.
or
Right.
C, like people in the C group are like people would hang blankets on the wall. You know what I mean? Just to give you like an idea.
So this person, instead of saying like I'm gonna walk to the back of the plane to try to find an aisle or a window seat,
I'm just gonna.
I'm just gonna sit in the middle seat
First
up
seat I
front
find.
because it's gonna get me off the plane quicker. And then those people were mad because they're like, "Well, dude, just walk to the back of the plane like everybody else does."
yeah,
and try
they're
to find an aisle."
hoping that you're thinking
And the
there
middle's
might be
open.
a window seat in the back open. So you're just they're hoping that. Like
And
they're
they, yeah,
playing
they
that.
want that middle seat to be open so they don't have 3 people in a row.
Got it.
Okay,
When's the
Okay.
last time you were on a plane?
last
2
year.
years ago to California.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
2015.
It seemed like
Jesus.
Alana was like, I've never flown before.
Yeah.
No, we
Yeah.
went. We
No,
flew-
that's the last time I was on a plane. It was
Oh,
2015.
No, baby, we flew from Seattle to
That was
Pittsburgh.
2015.
We met in 2015. That was in 2018.
That's also fair.
That is also true.
Love that. Pre-COVID, when I would fly Southwest for a bunch of work events with my best friend, and we would
I
have
thought
just
we
two
were
of
best
us.
friends.
Her flying best friend.
My flying best friend.
That makes
Alyssa.
more sense.
So we would get on Southwest, and we would board an A, and she would sit on the aisle, and I would sit in the window, and we'd put all our stuff there, which I know doesn't always work, but I would like cough like a lunatic and grab like the barf bag, and like I would like lean over, and she would like rub my back like I was really sick until everybody boarded the plane and sat down so we could have the
They're like, and then it finally came up, like, this is the cockpit. You guys can't be in here.
I'm walking down that aisle as a C group, and I see two girls.
Oh,
I'm sitting
for
there.
sure.
Yeah, I'm sitting in there, like not
When I was
not
single.
like taking up too much. No,
Mike
I
did it
just meant
last
like
week.
size wise. I just
oh, that's
meant,
also
like,
fair. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you're picking middles, two women, you're gonna want to sit between two women. You don't some guy that are picking his feet. He's wearing guys that wear
Gross.
flip flops on
Stop.
planes.
It's a bold strategy.
Guys that wear
Shocking.
flip flops in general.
Jesus wore flip flops, Alana.
He did.
They were called sandals, and they had ties.
Okay.
And he
Okay.
was Jesus.
And
Yeah.
he was Jesus.
Oh.
Men who wear flip flops. Mike, do you wear flip flops?
Never.
Okay.
I mean,
men
I
who,
barely wear them.
At the beach,
At the
even
beach.
he won't even.
okay, I
yeah.
can understand that.
Right.
But men
No.
who wear flip flops or man tanks.
Alana hates man tanks.
She
This is
does.
new information. I love this.
Oh, like a
Like a
tank.
tank top.
Oh,
yeah, that's why I have these shoulders.
Yeah, no, I can't hold them up.
Yeah, I can't hold. Yeah, it's like a spaghetti strap.
Derrick keeps
If I'm in a
slipping off his
Cheesecake
shoulder.
Factory, and I'm wearing a tank top, someone's seeing some nipples for
Let's
sure.
go.
For sure.
Let's go.
No, not the asshole. I mean, those seats are gonna get taken,
No.
or they're gonna get filled up, or also that's the purpose of being on a Southwest flight. It's an air bus, is what it is.
And sitting up front to a lot of people is as important as a window
sure.
or an aisle. Like
That's
they
especially
wanna
if you have a
get off
connection.
that plane, right?
Yeah.
They want to get off.
Do you also hear the news really quickly? They're going to change that. They're going to actually have seated.
Oh, are they gonna have
seat-
numbers
yeah.
now?
It was the dumbest boarding system.
Yeah.
They were just stubborn and wouldn't change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they're like, but the bags fly free. You
everybody
can sit on
hated
John's
it.
lap. We don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've been on a Southwest plane in a few years.
You don't have to act like you don't have to say it like you're better than
I
us.
was just saying that's because you have money.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have been on a Southwest plane.
Wait, that's not private, right?
Yeah. Is that a charter?
Yeah.
You charter
Yeah.
a Southwest plane?
Oh, you meant commercial. When's the last commercial?
commercial
flight?
flight.
Yeah, that's gonna go
Yeah.
back a ways.
Yeah, your CO2 emissions are worse than Swift's.
Oh,
Here we
let's
go.
Cut
She's
that off.
not even in the top 10 of CO2 emissions, just so you know.
I saw today, while we're on the topic of it, that the new CEO for Starbucks is gonna super commute, which is what they're calling it now, from his house in California to Starbucks headquarters in Washington. 5 days a week. He's gonna take a
way.
private. It's 1,000 miles. He's gonna take a private plane there
Oh,
every single day.
Good for him.
Yeah.
But I'm an asshole for driving my
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get an electric car, and yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, it is insane. Yeah.
What
It's
a
only going
life.
to be a matter of time before they're like, you can work from home. You know, Seattle's doing remote work.
Save the earth.
Yeah, yeah. And if you're at home right now, we would love for you to hit rate, review, subscribe anywhere podcasts are available because we certainly could use it. All right. I'm coming to you as a friend, pleading with you as a human being. We are not good at anything else. I've seen us do other things. This is the only shot we have to be functional society members. All right. So I need you to click that. Shut up, Alana. I'm not talking to you. All right. You with a real job and a fucking W-2, you asshole. All right, what I'm talking to is the people out there. I need you to rate, review, and subscribe. I'm not asking for much, all right? We're good people. It costs you $0, and Mike will stop kicking children if you do this. If you don't, he's going to punt a toddler.
Slow down.
And
Mike,
what's that?
yeah.
I'll slow down.
He's not going to stop. He's going to slow down because
ease
this
out of it.
this podcast is a lot of fun to make. And if you listen to Cheesecake Factory and you didn't laugh, that's on you. You're dead inside. All right. So what I want you to do is rate, review, subscribe anywhere podcasts are available because we have been Bad Potato Salad.
And you have been served.
Hell yeah, you have.
Boom.